I would first of all like to introduce myself. My name is Jamie Brush, I'm 16 years of age and I live in Adelaide. I love Australia, it's my home and I wouldn't trade that for anything. The Australian people are a diverse range of individuals. We live in such a multicultural society where most people are accepting of each other. In past decades, there have been many different forms of oppression and discrimination in our society. One issue that has become a symbol for the struggle for equality for gay and lesbian Australians has not directly affected me yet, as I am still young, but it has impacted my life and the lives of countless other Australians. This issue is marriage equality. It is my belief, and that of many others, that all people are created equal. We all deserve the right to follow religion, speak our minds, and to love. It is also the belief of many that as long as two people are happy and in love with each other, that nothing should stop them from being together for the rest of their lives, regardless of gender. Love doesn't discriminate, so why should our laws? I quite often hear that marriage is a commitment between a man and woman unto God. The only thing I personally find correct about that statement is that marriage is a commitment. If marriage was only about religion, then heterosexual atheist couples would be denied the right to wed. My favourite quote is what I say to anyone who directs discrimination at me. I give them an intolerant look, take off my glasses, and with a great deal of pride I say, go on, hate me, insult me, discriminate against me, because at the end of the day, it just makes me a stronger person. I realised my sexuality at a young age. I was scared as I lived in the country where homosexuality is not considered normal. I grew up in a community that implied that people like me are perverted, disgusting, lesser people just because we're born homosexual. Unfortunately, there was no magic pill during my childhood that could make me heterosexual, although I did at times wish there was, so that I wouldn't have to suffer discrimination from the public or the government. The government which is supposed to protect me and my rights and make Australia a fair place to live. I find it funny when people tell me that being gay is unnatural. No, it isn't. Mobile phones, televisions, computers, cars, aeroplanes, and weapons of mass destruction are unnatural. But every one of us uses at least one of them in our day-to-day lives. Homosexuality is just as real as you and me. Living in the country meant that coming out would mean constant bullying and harassment. I kept it quiet and I didn't tell a soul for 5 years. That was nearly a third of my life at the time when I came out. One of the most hurtful comments I have heard directed at the homosexual community was by Queensland's Family First Party leader, Wendy Francis. She likened same-sex parenting to child abuse. When I first...
Some families first.
When I first heard this, I felt horrible. I wondered how someone could think that way about me. How someone could think that I would deliberately cause any form of harm to a child. If I was a child abuser, my 2-year-old niece would not hold my hand while shopping. If I was a child abuser, my 2 1-year-old nephews would not have a great time playing with their toy cars with their Uncle Jamie. A family is a family, whether it has a single mother, a single father, 2 mothers, 2 fathers, or a mother and a father. Another argument against same-sex parents is that the children will grow up to be homosexual, but keep in mind that I and numerous other homosexuals had heterosexual parents. But we didn't turn out heterosexual, did we? Late last year, my sister married her boyfriend of 4 years. I was able to witness how much happiness, joy and love is expressed at weddings. It was then that it fully dawned on me. I will never be able to experience that when I find a partner. I will never be able to kiss the man of my dreams in front of my family friends. Never be able to walk down the aisle holding my partner's hand. Never get our picture in the paper sharing our love with my community. Never be able to put that ring on his finger and call him mine. We will never be able to celebrate and symbolise our love for each other and have that ride in the limo with our closest lifelong friends. I don't know how anyone could support a law which takes all these beautiful aspects of marriage away from me and thousands of other Australians. I'm not sure how deeply the government's thought about it, but I doubt they would have any idea how much courage, bravery, confidence and inner strength it takes to be in a publicly known relationship with someone of the same sex. Not being able to walk down the street holding hands without getting rude stares and bigoted comments. If I was to make an address to the Prime Minister, it would go something like this. Julia Gillard, you made history by becoming the first female Prime Minister of Australia. Why not make history again by legalising same-sex marriage, making Australia an equal, fair place to live? Let's move forward and support marriage equality. You were elected because your party has a great vision for Australia. Why not better that by allowing myself and others like me to have that right in the limo, to marry the one they love? Does a 16-year-old boy from the northern suburbs of Adelaide really have more respect, acceptance and understanding than the leaders of this country? Yes. Nothing will give me another chance to have a happy childhood, but if the Australian government sets a positive example for the children of today by legalising same-sex marriage, by destroying the homophobia within Parliament, by enforcing full equality and zero bigotry, maybe others will not have to suffer as I and countless others have and still are today. Equality means equal rights for all.